Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Vecchione.
And I'm Greg Stone.
And we are the Macaroni Rascals. It's a great new podcast. Me, my friend Greg Stone, we riff, we talk Italian stuff, we talk comedy. We basically just have a good time. Greg?
Yeah, I think it's great, and you're great. I love you, and we'll do more.
I love you, and I love doing this podcast from the darkest corner of your apartment.
Who, you or me? You want me to bring us in?
Yeah.
You're gonna let me do it this time?
I'm going to let you do it.
Ooh, okay. All right, let me get ready. Let me get going in. Lap, stop, reset, and start. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Macaroni Rascals. I am Greg Stone from gregfstone.com. I am here with my good friend, fellow rascal, Mike Vecchione.
Yes, we are here. It's live.
What's your Instagram?
Oh, man, that hurts. For those of you not caught up, my Instagram got hacked on Christmas Eve. What kind of motherless, godless person hacks somebody on Christmas Eve? And then Greg Stone was rubbing salt in the wound there. Salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe a little Parmesan.
A little parm.
Boom. It's great to be back in person, Greg.
In studio.
In studio, which is the room where you raise your child.
Well, this is the living room. This is more first.
Well, this is never, I was never allowed in here before.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever been here. You kept Tita locked in here.
Tita.
Reminiscent of the Cleveland kidnapper. Oh, it's my musical equipment. It's my musical equipment. It's like, Greg, you're not a musician at all. Let free Tita. It's like free Britney.
Well, funny enough, it's the opposite. Tita, she has certain levels that she lets people in, and she never thought of you as the kind of person that was living room company. She said, no, that guy's in your room company.
Right.
Kitchen company.
Yes.
But now she's starting to warm over to you.
Right.
And now she's saying, let him in a living room.
But she hasn't made an appearance.
No, that's going to be another 6 months.
I haven't seen her in a year.
Yeah, you better hold on to that.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the way that you keep your living quarters now. It's kind of like the rings of Jupiter. You know what I mean? Like you can advance towards the main planet, but there's a lot of rings to get through.
Some would say an onion. Some would say a penitentiary.
Yeah.
You know, there's maximum security.
Right.
You know, now you're just behind the, I don't know, like where the diddlers are. Not really the rapists.
Right.
The people who just grabbed a butt in the mall.
Right.
Set them away for a few months.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
It's a few months.
But soon enough, we'll get you in the murderer's aisle.
Well, I prefer to do it like a Patreon. This is like the mid-level of the Patreon. I'm not to the highest level, but it's a good $10 a month here where I'm at right now.
You'll get there, though.
I am going to get there.
I mean, you're doing good.
She
loves the thing she's hearing about you. Because I come back and I go, she goes, how was Mike today? And I give a full rundown. I go, he was nice. He didn't yell at me. Didn't make fun of you. She goes, okay, maybe a few more weeks.
Didn't make fun of her.
Me.
How would I? Make fun of you.
Yeah. God, if you made fun of her.
I mean, you would drop the microphone, headphones off. I mean, you would rollerblade all over my reputation, basically. Greg F. Stone. It is great to be here. I'm marinating in this.
Really?
Yeah, and that's a word we can use on the Macaroni Rascals. Marinating.
I forgot.
You trying to what? Yes.
It's back.
This is what makes the podcast great.
And you can touch it.
Oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's really the best. I really missed it. I miss sound effects.
I got a new one I'm going to hook up for next week.
Yeah.
It's a new sound that I can replace this one. I don't think we need that. Or
don't we?
Well, we need that.
Yes, we do need that. Yeah. Is it Calvin crying?
I can't tell you. I will tell you if you ask me. Don't make me tell you. I got a new sound effect that's really going to change the game. But
have you been out of the when you first let me into your inner layer? First of all, did I wake Calvin by ringing the doorbell?
It's an odd move to ring the doorbell to someone who was a newborn.
I thought about it right after I did it.
Cell phones.
Right after I did it. But your cell phone, it's like sometimes you're away from it. You might not get back to me right away. But it was a bold move.
It was.
To go ahead and I think I'm going to ruffle some feathers.
I gotta be honest. I think we might be back in the office next week. You made it to the living room, but we'll be back in the office next week.
Did Tita go, what is this guy doing? And I wish you had a speaker because I'd be like, the macaroni is ready. Set the table, Tita. Set the table.
Yeah, we're gonna see her face right now. I think she's clawing the walls I had to lock her in there again.
Yeah,
just because I saw how the doorbell was.
Enraged her.
Wild move. Man.
It triggered her.
Triggered, yeah.
It triggered her.
Triggered, yeah. Whoa. Anyway, what rhymes with trigger?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
This is a word
Just
that
realized.
we're saying now, trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're saying it.
Cancel culture.
Cancel culture. We could get canceled for it. But then where are you going to get your macaroni? I think it's important we talk at the fans.
I think so.
Then where are you going to get your macaroni? You can't cancel us. You need us. You need us for the main course. Don't they, Greg?
I think they do. What hey, what are you doing? How you doing? Doing good?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I have no spots tonight.
Oh, good.
So this
So
is what I was
why
able to
5
do it
o'clock?
late.
You were very adamant about 5 o'clock.
No, like 5:30, whatever. I figured I'd come here, do this, go have dinner somewhere in Astoria. You're invited if you'd like. I was just gonna go eat by myself, and then go back to the big city.
Huh.
The trains are delayed badly here.
Really? Is that why you were wildly late?
If by wildly you mean 10 minutes, is that what you mean, Greg F. Stone?
Also, Tina really wasn't bothered by the doorbell. She didn't even hear it.
Okay.
But I don't want that to sizzle on your brain.
Oh.
I don't want that fajita to die in the oven.
That's if I see her, if you allow me to see her again, which I know you keep her very guarded, but it will be. I will just start with a slew of apologies to her, and she won't know what I'm talking about. But it's because you made me feel guilty.
That's what one of the Italian weapons is, being a martyr.
That's one of the Italian weapons.
Make you feel bad.
Make you feel bad.
I don't know if I brought this up before, but
Sure.
I really feel, and this is going to sound weird, the Holocaust happened to the wrong people, because the Italians would have loved for it to have been us, because to hold that over the world's head.
Oh yeah, complaints
every day.
Somebody has that. Is that Neil Brennan? Neil said that about Brent Ernst or something. Like,
oh, I don't know.
Neil, I think, said that like if it would have happened to the Italians, they would have never let us. I mean, they would have just been nonstop complaining, and that's really true. We are that way.
That sucks. I thought I just did that joke now. It's always the best when you say something funny. Go, is that a Brian Regan bit?
I thought that was
a great.
I
bit.
thought somebody told me that Neil had said that to Brett. Or Neil had said it.
Maybe I said it to you, and you're just mixing it all up.
I could be mixing it all up. I'm kind of a goofball. So,
no, I'll tell you this. I know that we got the docket. I love that you bring a docket now.
Well, now I try to organize because you're a wild card and you're coming up with business idea after business idea after $1 million idea.
Scared money,
and it's
money.
Unstoppable. But I think that we need to harness some of it. And if I can just focus your spin kick, wild, eclectic energy into one thing, I think the fans, we shoot it right into their mouth. It would be great.
I love it. But I find myself right now currently scared to go wild, because I want to get us on the docket.
No. Go. Can you go wild within the confines of what we're talking about?
What are we talking
Is that
about?
possible?
But let's get to talking about
Okay,
this.
let's get to it. I mean, you're forcing my hand.
Yeah. Oh, I have to say, this podcast is brought to you by Square Bodies. If you are looking to get in shape, you want to go to Square Bodies, and we use a promo code Greg only to get $5 off at your gym membership at squarebodies.com. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had sponsors.
It's for me.
Oh, okay.
This is a me sponsor.
Oh, it's a you sponsor.
This is not
all right.
For you.
This is not the Macaroni Rascals.
This is just
this
a Greg
is Greg
deal.
F. Stone.
This is just a Greg deal I got going. I prefer you not ask about
Okay.
it.
All right.
It's
Don't
my
ask
money.
you about your business.
It's Macaroni Rascals sponsored, but just
Right.
me.
Okay.
Just my portion.
All right.
So
somebody's going back for seconds. I'm gonna make everything macaroni related. Somebody's having a side of something.
I also think that if we get sponsors, they're not going to want to be our sponsors, because I've had so many fake sponsors on this podcast before that they would just never believe they were
right. But no, we would hit it home. We go, guys, this is a real sponsor.
Right.
Once we get a real sponsor, I mean, you guys at home are going to be in real trouble, because we are really going to make sure that you know they're a real sponsor.
Any sponsor you could have. Which one would you?
The first sponsor has to be tracksuits. I mean,
sure.
We are wearing these tracksuits right now, Greg, and they're unbelievable. And the fans love it. I think they missed it when we were doing the Zoom episodes, which we have to do because we have careers and we have to be on the road sometimes. So for those of you going, oh, there's no tracksuits on this one. It's like we have to go on the road, and we don't bring our tracksuits because we have to check them through customs.
Boar's Head is what I'd like. I'd love to get a big roast beef sponsor.
Yeah.
Turkey, cheese, meats.
Then Italian meats, a little prosciutto, a little salami,
a full plate,
little pepperoni, little antipasto,
fresh moots,
Boar's Head.
Oh yeah, and we have it right on here. And we
Right.
can eat meats throughout the podcast.
Eat salted meats throughout the podcast,
big.
just like the Romans, right?
Yep.
I don't know what that is. That was a weird choice, Greg. What's going on with you tonight? Fist bump? You shook my fist?
I like to caress it.
Yeah.
Get a little caress going.
Yeah. Let's get a little sexuality going. How's your mother?
My mother, she's all right. You know, she's doing her own thing, smoking cigarettes, playing solitaire.
All right.
That's what she's up to.
All
How's
right.
your mother?
My mother's doing great. She has a little neck problem.
Oh,
And my mom's healthy as a horse. 81. God bless her.
really 81.
God bless her.
God bless. God bless.
God bless. She's 81, but she has a
81?
little bit of a neck problem today. And she went to the chiropractor, and she's like, I might have to call an orthopedic in, Mike. And I don't know what they're going to do for me, but it's not good. I go, Mom, how about acupuncture?
Whoa.
Right? Yeah.
Western medicine.
Yeah, let's go to Eastern.
Eastern, I meant. Well, so west that it's east. Just
Yeah.
keep going.
You
Past
just keep going.
California,
Right.
back down through Japan.
West becomes
China.
East.
Everything's everything.
It's safe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
A crick or a stretch? She's a crick in the neck?
it's something that she can't. It hurts when she turns her neck.
Mm.
Right. And fortunately, she doesn't have any bad kids to deal with anymore because we're all out of the house.
Hi-ya.
Thank God. And yeah, but her neck really hurts. So it's 10 days now.
What?
It's 10 days that her neck hurts.
She should see somebody.
Yeah.
She should see.
Probably because she's living a dishonest life and she always has to look over her shoulder.
I was going to say, who's watching her back now?
Guys, you missed it. You missed us. You missed the tracksuits. You missed the sound effects. But we have everything in full effect right now.
How about instead of boom boom, from now on we go hi-ya? That's like a fun one.
I don't know.
I beat this guy up either hi-ya or my mom's a real who. Hi-ya. Does it work? I don't know if it
No.
works. We'll try.
There's
Try it at
something
home.
very solid about the drum sound.
But
I love it. It's so Catskills.
What made these sounds the sounds that show a joke didn't work and or punchline? Are they just accepted or is it the sound?
It's universally accepted.
Like, do you think if you did this,
No, it's conditioning.
it's like
It's
if an
mental
alien
conditioning.
showed up and
Yes.
slipped on a banana peel and I went, would he get it?
No.
You know, because sounds translate all generations and galaxies.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all conditioned to associate that sound with a hit joke,
A hit
Right.
joke or a bad joke?
a great joke. Yes.
Fun.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun. And I think our fans at home can't get enough of it.
Like, you've never heard this sound before, but you know what it means. Right?
Right.
You kind of know what that means.
Yeah.
So an alien might know what this means. Like if an alien came over and says, take me to your leader, and I
Right.
brought him the head of McDonald's, and I went, he'd go, yeah, this guy's the president. Like, you would know. And if I did this, he'd go, we got to cut the commercial. Like, he would know to cut the commercial. He would know.
Yeah, but only if he studied our culture. He wouldn't know that intuitively.
Did you ever see,
It's intuitively. And I want you to give me credit for that word
I
because
don't
the
know
word confuses you.
it did, and I moved on because I was scared of it.
Intuitively. You were scared of
And I
it.
just ran away.
And you know, this podcast is about macaroni, but it's also about facing your fears, Greg.
Mm.
So intuitively, I wish you would face your fears.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, did you ever see Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Or whatever the other kind they were?
I heard about it.
Oh, well, then this isn't going to go. But
Oh,
in that
okay.
movie, they play them noises.
Yeah. I'm aware of it.
And then the aliens know to communicate through sounds
Right.
just because sounds are universal.
Right.
That's why I think this is universal.
Yeah, but that sound is not connected to failure.
I think the flow of it lets you know you're losing.
Not inherently.
This is sad.
What if it was an
Ugh.
entire race of aliens that had failed a bunch, and this sound, they connected to it? They go, "Oh, this is the sound we've been looking for."
Now we can
Instead of
move
getting
forward.
better,
Yeah. Okay.
you know. So,
Did you wash your hand? Sorry.
yeah, I did wash my hands when I got here because the subway is filthy,
Hmm.
and
Appreciate
so
it.
my mother is we're working hard to stay on focus for you guys. My mother is
You're working hard.
I am working
I am
hard.
not.
I'm working hard to keep you on the rails, Greg. But my mother is going to be, she's going to get through it. And she called me. I hate it when she calls me because she'll call me and be like, I haven't talked to you all week. I was wondering where you were.
Mm.
I was wondering what you were up to. I talked to your brother. I talked to your sister, but I didn't hear from you.
Mm.
Like, it's always the same thing, which means, oh, I didn't call her enough.
Yeah.
You know? So it's laying the guilt on thick.
My dad will call me and I won't answer. He'll only call 5 times and I won't answer because I'm busy or whatever. Then I'll call him once. He'll miss the call and I text him, I guess you don't want to talk to your grandson. And then he hates it.
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
a
so
mess.
fun to put it on him.
Yeah.
Now I have the power.
Right. I think a lot about of this podcast is taking the power back.
Right.
from people who try to take the power from you.
Yeah.
My mother leaves a message. I call her back, and yeah, if she doesn't pick up, I always go, "Well, you dealing with your other kids? You don't got time for me no more."
Yeah.
Here's a trick I do, Greg, and I
Mhm.
think you're gonna love it.
Mhm.
I'm at home visiting my mom. My sister calls every 15 to 35 seconds. I mean, seriously, she calls a lot, and I love it,
Yeah.
but I pretend like I don't.
You get along with your sister?
I get along with her great.
Great.
She's great.
Older,
So
younger?
she calls.
Sorry,
She's younger.
Just set the table for me.
She's a younger.
Okay.
She's a youth.
And you have a brother?
Older brother.
Older
You're the
brother,
middle
child?
sister. I'm the middle child. Yeah. Let's do this because of COVID. Okay.
Listen-
Well, all right. You turned it up. You turned it up, Greg.
What? I didn't know that. Now I love you more. I'm
Yeah,
a middle
yeah.
child as well.
We're middle children.
That's why we're comedians.
That's why we're comedians, because
Anyway.
we were overlooked. And we were overlooked. And I'll tell you something right now, Greg. When my sister calls when my mother's there, like
Mhm.
she knows that I'm in town. So she calls my mother, and my mother goes, "Your sister wants to talk to you." And she'll hand me the phone. And I go, "I don't want to talk to that bitch. I think she should be out of the family. I never liked her. I never loved her." And then I'll grab the phone and go, "Hey, kid, how are you? I was just singing your praises."
Yeah.
And it gets a laugh every time.
It's a good
I
joke,
love doing it. I'll do it to my brother.
Great.
I'll do it to anybody. I think it's very funny when someone's handing you the phone. You should insult them and then just switch.
It's very funny. I like to always call my dad and say, "Hey, I want to talk to you about your extended warranty." But seriously, like I'll look up warranty information and literally try to get him an extended warranty. This guy needs a warranty. This car sucks. It never works. Doesn't get a laugh.
No,
No.
let's keep working on it though, Greg.
Yeah. I love the guy. Yep. Nope. We should do pranks. We should do a prank phone call album.
I think that's done now because people are getting sued.
Who?
I mean, the
People getting
people.
sued?
Yeah, I think people are getting
Are
sued.
they suing the crank yankers?
Do you remember?
The crank boys?
Yeah. Do you remember Vinny at Stress Factory? They used to do that with the phone. They used to get a phone call. It's impossible to follow for any feature act.
Yeah. He does
But they
phone-
don't. They can't do that anymore. I mean, it's like a thing that's illegal now. I think.
The old cranky boys are getting in behind bars. You can't arrest a puppet.
No, you can't arrest a puppet.
Puppet jail.
You could put them in a lint prison.
Or lint
All
trap.
right, a lint trap.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg. That was even better. We just keep getting better on this podcast, and someday we're slowly moving from room to room until we get into the kitchen, Greg.
I want to show you. a
And
picture
then
of my
we're
dad.
gonna do a little a light marinara, and then maybe a bolognese.
Oh,
Move into a bolognese.
I make a good bolognese.
Maybe I will bring any pasta next time I'm here.
I love anti-pasta. It's so negative.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not even saying what it is. It's
Right.
saying I'm not you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like fuck pasta.
Yes.
I'm the anti-pasta. It's
I'm
way
the
too harsh.
anti-pasta, and I think it gets you ready for the pasta because you eat that and then the pasta.
Then you go,
So
you
you
order-
coat your stomach with meats, and then it kind of makes a nice, soft, juicy bedding for the pasta.
Now you tell me if this is right or wrong.
I'll tell you if you're out of line. That
Tell
should
me,
be
am
a
I out of line
segment.
or am I out of line?
or
Am I out of line?
am I an asshole?
Anti-pasta. What I need is a fresh mutz, and I need Triscuits. I don't know if that's.
I don't know.
I don't know if that's German. Is it out of line?
I don't know.
I like a
about that.
prosciutto. I love a.
Yeah.
I love pepperoni, a little pep, but I need some Triscs.
Why not just eat a basket? That's what a Triscuit feels like.
I would
It's
eat a
like you're eating
basket.
a basket.
You find me an edible basket. I'll eat a goddamn basket.
You don't need to be an edible, but you just need to eat it. That's why it tastes like a basket. It tastes like
But
some kind of a
You know-
wood.
this man is speaking crazy talk. You know
No.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, you ever had a Triscuit?
Every week.
Yeah.
I mean, every year on a Thanksgiving. If I go no wood-based
Yeah.
sandwich,
It's kind of wood.
I don't come in. I love it. It's salty. It's got
Right.
great texture. You don't like a Triscuit?
I don't like it with the meats.
What do you eat with your meats? How do
I'd
you get it in
rather
your
have.
mouth?
I just wrap it in cheese.
That's so wet.
I wrap it in a mozzarella.
You need a surfboard. You need a vehicle.
Nah.
Just
You're
no
filling
vehicle.
yourself up. That's it. Well, you get no room. You get no room for pasta
You
then.
never have room.
And you got no room for the soup. And then you got no room for the pasta, let alone dessert. Then you're insulting people.
inappropriate.
It is inappropriate. It's inappropriate what you're saying, Craig.
I like an Italian wedding. Where are you going?
How about wedding soup?
Oh, you just call it wedding soup because you are Italian.
I love what. Have you? I
You
have
call it
friend,
the Italian wedding. You don't call it Italian wedding soup.
I mean, we just shorten it up. I mean, people don't have a lot of time, successful people. So we don't say Italian wedding soup. We just assume we just call it wedding. I assume I'm talking to another Italian. So
My
I'll just
mom
go
calls
wedding
it
soup.
hot wet.
Hot wet.
She was bring out the hot wet so quick, because we don't have time. We're so successful. The hot wet stuff. Watch your fingers.
I had a friend from Jersey, and he didn't know what wedding soup was.
Gavone.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. He's like, "Is that like an Ohio thing?" I'm like, "No,
No.
it's an Italian thing."
Yeah.
He goes, I never heard of it.
Is he
Never
Italian?
heard of wedding soup. Yeah.
What's his last name?
Zullo.
What?
Vincent Zullo. My friend. Shout out to Vinny.
Shout out Vinny. Even
Shout
though
out Vinny, even
I
though
know
you didn't know what wedding soup
one
was.
thing about you, and it's not positive.
No.
You've got a lot of making up.
A lot
to
of
do.
good things with this kid, though. A lot of good things with him. Except for he doesn't know what wedding soup is.
Love a wedding soup and no wedding involved.
Right.
That's how good it is. They brought it out of the wedding.
An annulment.
Divorce soup. That should be one.
Divorce.
A borscht.
How about an annulment, but a stew? You know, it's not as much liquid in it. It's more substance.
Break up chicken fingers.
Yeah.
You know, because you eat like a gavone. Anyway, sorry, Zullo. What's two things good about Zullo?
Zullo was a great wrestler.
Great.
And he was a great friend.
Nice.
So two things there. So it's not indicative. For those of you out there like listening to this for life lessons, if your friend doesn't know what wedding soup, it's not indicative that he's not a bad person. He's never heard of it. And it's weird because we're in the same culture, but that's no reason to hate on them.
Yeah.
You know?
Little meatballs in hot water.
Tiny meatballs in hot water and a little bit of pasta are you know, that's the best thing.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay. Well, we have to move to our next segment, Greg. Do we have the time?
What do you mean? Do I have the time?
20 minutes. Yeah, it's 20 minutes.
Whatever.
We're doing great. Somebody's blowing me up on text.
Really?
I'm afraid to look at it.
You have to look because it could be someone in peril.
No.
It's
not.
No? Nothing good?
It's nothing good.
Give me a hint.
It's your sister calling.
It's my sister. Michael, that was a good save. Michael, that's for you. We'll be right back.
With Mike's texts.
We'll be right back I'll read my text. I'll read my text on air.
Me?
For Patreon, more Patreon subscribers, I'll throw everybody I've ever met under the bus. Literally under the bus just to get Patreon subscribers. So I don't think you guys realize how dedicated we are to you. What are you willing to do for the fans, Greg? I'm willing to read all of my texts.
I'll get a tattoo that says Cavatil.
Yeah.
The Cavatil. I'll get anything. I'll do anything for anything.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for anything.
Anything for anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
For anything. Me a little move your furniture for a candy bar. Anything for anything. I'll walk you down the street.
Right.
For a slap on the back.
Yeah.
Anything for anything.
You're a discerning gentleman.
What does that mean?
A discerning gentleman. That's one who doesn't fall for much stuff. It's like you're very specific in the things that you'll do. It's the opposite of what you were saying. Anything for anything.
Intuitive.
A discerning gentleman.
You're intuitive.
Yes.
You act so intuitive.
Yes, Greg. That's off the cuff.
That's discerning to me.
And we'll be right back with more big words.
The button pushing is so fun that once you push it, then I got to push it. Because I get jealous.
You know, that fits in with our theme because we both are button men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we?
Well, no, that's what they say in the mob when they push a button on a guy.
Oh, yeah.
We're soldiers.
I know what button
man.
I thought I was more of a wheel boy.
Oh, you just drive the car?
No, that's a wheel man.
Wheel man.
Wheel boy drives a wheelbarrow for like bringing salts around and pushing dead bodies around.
Okay.
I never graduated out of it. They couldn't trust me behind the wheel, but I'll carry things every which way.
I was getting nervous that you didn't know what a button man was.
I know what a button man.
Okay. I was starting to think that you were faking the whole knowing what wedding soup was.
It's Italian wedding soup. I love it.
Italian wedding soup. I'm being corrected here on the podcast. I'm sorry. It's Italian wedding soup for those of you in the Middle East making wedding soup.
Yeah, Irish wedding soup is a lot different. It's like a bloody knuckle fight. Thank you.
Thank you. And let's go to some callers.
Oh, right. Cool.
No, I'm just kidding. All right. Right now we need to right now, guys, it's time to go to what would Stallone do? And the first article is Britney Spears' conservatorship ends. And Michael, could you read the first part of it so we kind of know what we're dealing with here? Britney Spears is free. And there's been a whole hashtag on, I don't know if you've been on TikTok. Maybe Calvin's been distracting you from your other baby, TikTok. And I'll tell you something right now. Britney has been controlled by her family in a conservatorship for 13 years. Now, I didn't realize it was for 13 years, but they controlled her finances and all her whatever because she had a breakdown in 2008. So
that's why I have to call being married.
Yeah. Great. That's fantastic, Greg. She was married for 24 hours. She got divorced. Now she's with her longtime boyfriend, but she's not under the control of her father, who had the conservatorship. Mike, is there anything to add from the article?
No, that's about it. It ended Friday, and Jamie Spears, her father, has been suspended as conservator.
Yeah.
Jamie
Yeah.
Spears is her father?
It's Jamie Lynn is the sister,
That's
right,
what
Mike?
I thought.
Correct.
Go ahead. So are Jamie Lynn and Britney, are they still friends?
No, Jamie Lynn unfollowed Britney on Instagram.
What?
Now when someone unfollows someone on Instagram, Greg, it's the news.
Crazy.
Do you know that it's the news? One sister unfollowed the other sister. The whole family seems to be against Britney. And everybody acts like the family is evil and Britney is good. And I don't think Britney is bad, but I think Britney is having mental health issues and she just needs help. But you know, when you're 40 and you have a mental a mishap, a breakdown or whatever, you need your family to step in and because otherwise you'll just go off the deep end, especially when you have all that money.
Right. So you're on team conservatorship.
I'm on the conservatorship
You think
team.
they should lock her up again?
No, I don't think they should lock her up. I think that they're doing what's in the best interest of Britney. One of the family members would, if someone was actually being selfish, one of the family members would be like, okay, I'm on Britney's side on this. But all the family members are like, okay, you're acting erratic. You have like $70 million at your disposal. This is going to end badly.
How badly?
I mean, it's going to end probably really fun, but badly. 70 million?
Does she hire
what would you do? I mean, you're already unstable. So I was going to say 70 million and you're unstable, but you're already unstable, Greg. So what do you do with 70 million?
Hire an army. Have them walk me around. Try to take over a state. Why not?
Really?
70 million? I can take one of the Dakotas for 70 million.
One of the Dakotas.
Right. That's just mine now.
North or south probably because it's warmer.
I didn't think of that. Good thing.
You would probably have a summer home in South
Or if
Dakota.
I take the North, you can't go for those North people because them cold people, they fight longer.
They do fight longer, and remember the Civil War. The North always wins in civil wars, so I think it's better to go after the South. They're weaker.
Yeah,
and if you're from the South and you're listening to this, you can take it personal. We'll be right back.
I was just saying, you take a state like South Dakota, and then you invite everyone from like I don't know Ethiopia or something. Like you can all live here now,
right?
New Ethiopia, and then you just have this. Then they'll be so thankful for you. Now you're growing people to then love and worship you.
Right.
Now the state can never take it back because you've got a country and within a country.
What are you talking? South Korea? Because I think you make South Dakota into like a North Korea because the people, you have them worship you like a god, but then they can't leave either.
Yeah. Yeah. And I won't let any phone lines in, so there's no internet.
Right. There's no, it's a Greg F. Stone controlled internet.
And then every Arby's that opens up in that state, I'll change to Greggy's. And so everyone thinks that I make the best roast beef sandwiches.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a full brainwash. It's a full brainwash system.
$70 million, you could do that. 70
million. See, this is why Britney's family had to step in.
Yeah, maybe
they can't have people. I mean, probably Britney is not as creative as you are in this endeavor. Maybe she would just do drugs or like, I don't know. She shaved her head in 2008. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was hot.
I thought it was hot too, but it was also if it was my sister who did that, I would not be thinking that.
Right. Yeah. I would be like, what happened? The vacuum cleaner get out of control?
And because vacuum cleaners can get out of control, Greg, because vacuum cleaners are robots now, and robots are very close to obtaining consciousness. And then the vacuum cleaner will have its own opinion.
No robots in my state.
No?
In South Dakota. No. Only wood-based toys and wood-based technology.
Oh, so you can eat them like a Triscuit? Okay, Greg.
Triscuits would be the national delicacy.
Would that be the flag?
Yeah, one actual Triscuit.
One Triscuit is the flag.
A
Triscuit is the flag. And if you take a knee, you're on a diet. Okay, Greg, can we please get focused? Our fans rely on us for the news.
Of course, but also prostitution's legal. What a woman wants to do with their body or a man is what they want to do with their body.
It's a choice?
It's a choice.
What about pimping?
Ain't easy, but we'll have it.
It's legal?
Legal. No pimping.
No pimping.
I don't want pimping.
Okay. It's you just pay the prostitute.
You pay the price straight.
Yeah.
Straight. Venmo.
Venmo her.
Yeah. Business. So we would have friends and family.
That's right.
Business and for the hoe.
You would sleep with your friends and family?
I'm saying no, because on PayPal you have 3 categories to pay someone. Friends and family.
Yeah.
No fees. Business fee. For the hoe is for paying prostitutes.
For the hoe.
Yeah, that's a third option on PayPal.
What about a fourth option? Bros before hoes. Okay.
Sure.
Greg, there's a lot of great ideas here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was having it fell through whatever I was
What
thinking.
do we fell through? The paper didn't change.
Yeah, but the North, I had you would create a North Korea in South Dakota.
Yeah, that's a good song. North Korea in South Dakota. Someone write that song and send it to me via my email, gregfstone@gmail.com.
At Gmail. Okay, I mean that took a while. We're making choices though. We're making a lot of choices, and we will hold the podcast up to get the right sound effect matched. We will hold it up. For those of you who are like, will you guys hold it up? Yes, we will. And we're in a new room, and we're in our old jumpsuits, and that's why this episode is electric.
I gotta get more sound effects.
No,
Like a
I
full
think those
board.
4 are great.
They
You
are
really
great.
have a great 4. You really do. No, that didn't warrant a sound effect. So that was a great choice, Greg.
Yeah, we should try to get Conan on our podcast. Could that be a segment? Get Conan?
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, because I never did Conan. It's all I ever wanted to do, and now he left.
Well, he's doing this now.
But
He's doing a podcast, yeah.
We get him on ours.
But
Have you
he's
done Conan?
great. He's great.
Have you done him?
Yeah.
You did?
I did Conan.
Ah,
Yeah.
man, I'm jealous. Was it great?
I did it. How about this? This is a great story. And I will name drop.
James.
I was doing Conan. I was scheduled to do it. And Attell was paneling just
What?
haphazardly.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean haphazardly? Like he just lingered in? And
No, he texted me like the week before. He was like, "Are you on Conan? Are you on Conan next week?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we're on the same night."
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You guys were friends or pre-friends?
Yeah, friends. No, we were friends.
Are you still friends?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. He just started liking me. It's very exciting.
He's the
I
best.
see him all the time and I run away.
He's the best.
And then he goes, "Hey, Greg." And I went, "How do you know me?"
He's the best guy, man.
He really is.
He really is.
Looks like me, I think.
I think you guys could be related.
Maybe I'll ask him if we are.
All right. Maybe do a 23andMe together.
Hold hands.
Yeah. You know, Nate was just on Fallon.
But what happened on
He was
Conan? Finish the
paneling.
Canon story.
Oh, the Conan. No, I went and did my set. And
Did you guys talk? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, we hung out after. Like he paneled, like he was the second guest. So it was the first guest was some like really beautiful actress.
Mhm.
But she didn't have really good conversation. Like Conan really had to keep that conversation afloat. And then Attell comes on and he's just murdering on panel with his jokes. And then it went to break and then it came to me and it's like his great jokes like got the crowd into the rhythm of listening to my jokes.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, it was the best.
And did Andy not like you?
No, they were both great. Conan was super great. We had a picture.
Andy liked you?
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't think so? You don't think I could be likable?
No, I think Andy is what's Semitic for Italians? He's anti-Italic.
Oh, he doesn't. He hates Italians.
He's he's non-Italic.
No, he's
Something like
non-metallic.
that. Yeah, no, I don't know. I was going with an Andy joke.
He's lead-based.
Thank you. Sometimes I just jump out and hope that what I'll figure out would be funny.
You'd like to take
Sometimes it's
risks. That's what I like about you. You're a gambler. I think you have a gambling problem.
I do.
I think you should call this number. All right, we'll
Thank
be
you.
right back with the number. This is fantastic, Greg. I think we're having a great episode, and I think the fans really appreciate it. I think we should do bonus content after this.
So
I'm not getting ahead of myself.
You have Conan's number.
Oh, no. You go through a booker.
Do you think it tells God's number?
I don't know.
Like in his phone?
Probably.
I could probably grab his phone. And then I'll call him.
Call him?
I'll call Conan.
Call Conan?
He'll go, "Hey, Dave." And I'll go, "Not Dave. Greg, come do my podcast. It's in my house."
It's in my home. And don't wake Calvin, you big Irish.
I'm going to kill that guy.
You big Irish.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
Sorry.
Greg, getting back to Britney Spears,
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, that was pretty great that you would get your own army and start your own state in South Dakota.
Sure.
North
Everyone
Korean
tweet
like.
at Conan to do the Macaroni Rascals.
Do the Macaroni Rascals, Conan.
Or-
What are you hiding? We do a challenge. What are you hiding?
Or face the consequences.
We're going to get to the bottom of it, Conan. Greg, let's
Sorry.
get back to Britney's
Jamie Lee Siegler.
conservatorship. Yeah, she's a different star. Jamie Lynn, Jamie Lee. I know you could jump. But so you're pro Britney on this one?
I thought I was,
your
but you
own...
convinced me.
No, you wanted to have your own army, which is interesting. I'm
What's
sorry. Don't smack me. Please don't smack me. This podcast is not about domestic violence. And you are pro Britney?
Yes.
Because we have to get to what Stallone would do.
As-
What would Stallone do if his daughter was having a mental break? Would he have a conservatorship over her? What would Stallone?
I think he'd give her a shotgun and say, face your problems with a gun.
Right.
End of story.
Or train.
Train.
You know,
Hit the
train
knees.
your way back into mental health.
Let me ask you this: you think you can upcharge an anti-pos plate if Stallone had been punching that meat to train for a fight? You think it tastes better, a little more tender, maybe?
Yeah. And I definitely think if you had a video of it at the table, you can definitely upcharge it.
Right.
But that's a great thought, Greg. How about a restaurant with all meats that have been punched by Stallone?
Yeah. That's a
huge thing.
That's a huge thing.
That's a great business idea.
I would say anybody from Japan coming here to do business would eat in that restaurant and pay a high price.
High price.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Because usually they like to eat off of naked women.
Yeah.
But now you're eating. But this could replace that.
Yeah.
This could put them out of business.
Stallone punched this.
Stallone punch meat.
And is that the name of the restaurant? Stallone punched this?
Maybe.
Okay.
Or hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, one more time. And that's
the meat.
That's the end of what would Stallone do for the Britney Spears conservatorship. Let's move on, guys. Jared Fogel spoke from prison.
He's back?
No, he's in prison
Oh.
for about 8 more years until he's eligible for parole. But in case you guys have been living under a bologna sandwich,
How you doing?
a bologna footlong, Jared Fogel is convicted. We got convicted years ago of pedophilia, and he's been in prison ever since. So he just wrote a letter from prison about his experience.
I thought it was about a sandwich he had that wasn't very good. Wanted his money back. Yeah, not that great.
No, it is good. It's better than what I had, which is he wrote the letter in all lowercase letters, so he hasn't learned his lesson about pedophilia. Okay, because that's about kids.
That was fresh.
It's fresh.
That was Rotten Tomatoes scored fresh.
Eat fresh.
Eat fresh.
Okay. The other thing is
also good.
Okay, well, he was talking, Greg, in this letter.
Sorry.
I first read this article and I thought to myself, this is it's a ploy by Subway to get their new kids menu out. And
that's 2.
That was false.
Can you do 3?
And then I got the one coming. What he's been up to in prison is he lost 80 pounds, and which is the exact weight of an 8-year-old. Okay.
One more.
No, that's all I have, Greg. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
You got one? I mean, when he went in there and he paid less for the kids' meal. Come on, there's more. Jared Fogel, more like Fondle.
Jared Fogel. That was gold, Greg.
That's an I'll count it.
Jared Fogel, Jared Fondle.
Jared Light, he doesn't stop fondling children. All right. We're at the bottom of the basin.
Yeah, we really are.
But that's where the good stuff comes out. You know?
Yes. I don't know. I don't got anything. I mean, there's a foot-long joke in there somewhere, but that's been made by the Post, by the New York Post. That's a headline. What would Stallone do?
Pay less when you molest.
Okay, that's a good
word. Just
no,
words.
I think that's an initiative. That's a get your card stamped. Get your pet up. No.
Get 6. The third one's 9 years old.
Oh, get 6. The third one's 9. Okay.
Thanks for correcting me.
You had the base of that one.
That was a lightning round.
Right.
Those
that
are fun.
Really.
And they don't have to be great. They just have to be words.
They just have to be words put together. We kind of missed the mark, which is what sin is. I don't know if you know missing the mark.
Wait, I didn't get that.
Sin. The correct the definition of sin is to miss the mark.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a punchline.
No, it's not. That's a fact. Sometimes we have to put
fact button.
Sometimes we have to put the
No, you know it. You know it. I wish I had more buttons.
No, sin is that's what sin is. Missing the mark. Sometimes we riff ourselves into a serious subject. Okay. So what'd
the letter say?
It just said that he messed up really bad. He realizes that he messed up really bad. And
for doing what? Like, did he say for what?
No, he didn't say for what. I don't think he went into it.
We don't know what.
We all know what he did. And he apparently I kind of grazed over what he actually did the first time, but I looked at it, it's like really bad. I mean,
really?
It's really messed up.
He
was like communicating with kids. He had all kinds of like child porn and stuff. Like it's just really
when you really think about it,
I mean,
it's not good.
No.
But when you do jokes, it's fun. But then you go, hey, this is what this is. You go,
right.
Yikes. Get me out of here.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really like it's A sandwich that's expired meat.
What
All
was
right.
his sentence? What was his prison sentence?
15 years.
15.
I was gonna. The same age as the kid he was with.
That's surprisingly accurate. So,
Yeah. I also want to say I really think Mike set me up for that because I don't even think that's real.
No, I was
Other Mike.
the other Mike.
15. Did you know that for real, Mike, or did you just set
yes,
me up?
it's in the article. 15 years
Ah,
for 400
yeah.
pieces of child pornography and trying to be with underage escorts. Or
Are
hiring
there
underage
other underage escorts?
apparently, they're usually, according to the article, they're runaways.
No.
Who gave them their working papers? Mr. Rogers? That's not even a joke. That wasn't even a joke or
Runaway.
anything. That wasn't even words, barely. Anyway.
Well, if you're hooking on Sesame Street.
Nice.
We're really going heavy with this.
I
one.
know, but it's fun.
No, it is fun.
Okay, move ring right
No,
along.
it's fantastic. And what do you think Stallone would do
With about what?
about Jared's letters?
I don't think he'd read them. Stallone notoriously can't read, so I don't even think he knows what he did.
Jared, he doesn't know what Jared. What if Stallone made a movie with Jared?
And then just said,
Kindergarten Cop 3.
you know why you have to push that button?
Why?
Because Kindergarten Cop was Schwarzenegger, so I can't accept that.
Okay, well, it was. I knew it was Schwarzenegger, but half of comedy is a slight pivot.
I think it's Stop or My Mom Will Come in the House, because that was a movie he did. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Stop or My Mom Won't Make Us Lunch.
Yeah,
Dinner date, or do they now gotta go or bed by 8?
I'm probably gonna go to Subway right after this podcast now because I'm just getting hungry.
Yeah.
This is making me hungry.
All right, I'm gonna stop the lightning round jokes. But anyway, moving
Okay,
along.
moving along. Greg, no, that was a great lightning round. Two best friends' families live together. Mike, we're gonna need you on this one.
True story. I don't think Mike.
Mike,
knows.
are you still here, or are you?
I don't think your directions were clear.
Sorry, it was.
I'm sorry. Maybe you were getting a 6-inch.
Oh my god! What would I do?
Sorry. The headline is "My best friend and I live together with our husbands and kids as one family." Best friends Madison and Kirsten both started dating and then marrying, two best friends, and even decided to try and get pregnant together, all before becoming one big family.
So they live together with their husbands. Would you do that, Greg? I mean, you have the house for it. Would you live in the same house with your best friend and his wife and kids in the same house? It's almost like a commune.
That seems like
thing.
a great time. They'd have to have, as long as we're not in the same room, you know? Like if there's like a, you know, like an upstairs or a downstairs or something like that.
They have to have their own area then?
Well, we can't share like the same bedroom and stuff. I need my own space. There's just too many people.
You said you need my space? Which is a
Yeah, because I
it's a
can't be
pretty
living,
hot site.
I can't be living with my friendsters. How you doing?
That's great. Okay. So, but I think that this is like a you idea. I think actually Joe List has this happening in his building. He lives
Yeah,
with a lot of comics are in his building.
I did that.
I think that Joe List is like the David Koresh of Astoria. And I've said it on air.
You get it
I
here
love
first.
Joe List.
You heard it here first.
And yeah, he's Astoria Jesus.
Me, I used to live with Anthony DeVito,
Mm-hmm.
James Mattern,
Yes.
Tita, my wife.
Tita.
Downstairs was Andrew Short, this comedian. I don't know if you
Right, I know Andrew. Yeah.
Reed Failer.
Cincinnati guy, right?
Yep. Dave Waite.
Yes, Dave.
And then,
Cincinnati guy.
around
also.
the block was you, Dan Soder,
Right.
John Fish, Dan Shackey lived on the block. But in the
Yeah.
house, we had a house full of comedians.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was great. I mean, there's a lot of laughs, probably.
Don't touch it.
No, I wasn't going to touch it. I just made a great point.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
point. That's not a punchline. It's just a point. I'll get a point button, but not this week.
Do you would you ever live with a bunch of alt comics who don't have jokes but just have a great point and just kind of go on forever and ever so that your son can sleep?
Yeah, that'd be a good move.
Do you think Stallone would ever live with his that doesn't sound like a Stallone move.
Well, I would argue that it is. He did that movie, The Expendables, which was him just hiring his friends
Yes,
to hang out for 6 movies.
that's right.
Yeah, so I think Stallone would do it.
He does whatever he wants.
Yeah, I love when rich people like they just have like they're so rich they just have like everyone come live on their.
I love that.
Me too.
And I think Stallone, I didn't think about that, the Expendables thing, but that's really true. He kind of did that, but with a movie.
Yeah, You ever
So-
watch those movies? I love those when you just like Grown Ups 1 and 2 was clearly Adam Sandler being
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna send my friends
Yeah.
some money and we're all going to Hawaii. That's great.
It's great.
Yeah, I'll leave a tip for that.
I would. That's pretty awesome. I would
Yeah.
love to do that. You're so rich, you just create your own world and you
I-
make your own art. See, the problem with that sometimes is like you don't make it as good because it's already like nothing is riding on it. Like you
Mhm.
know you're going to do it anyway.
Right.
There's no like I'm already famous. People are already going to watch this.
Mhm.
So it's like instead of like making the scenes as best, you're just like it's good enough. I mean, I would imagine that that's the trap that you fall into.
Yeah, the movie wasn't the point.
The parent trap.
The point was
that
to
you
have
fall into.
the point was to have a good time with your friends. By the time the movie comes out, they're already like, we already did what we wanted to do.
Yeah, but I mean, you have a good time with your friends, but it's like stand up. It's like you have a good time with your friends, but you also you have certain goals within your own set.
What's your
of, like-
goals?
My goals are to be punching it up and like be murdering on another level, like
A new level every
performing.
day.
A new level, like writing. I mean, the jokes are in different stages of development.
Right.
You know, much like a small Calvin, but so the jokes are in different stages of development, but the whole thing is to like when you're ready to shoot something or put it out, that all the jokes like link arms and sing "We Are the World."
My goal is to do jokes so good that people will want that I can cheat on my wife without having to make a lot of effort.
Yeah,
Because right now it's like,
I mean-
go through I gotta like, I do bits about being an open relationship that I'm on in, then delete those from the tapes.
right.
I gotta go outside and stand around just looking at people like, hey, who wants to come talk to me?
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to have.
I think what you call looking at people. The word is leering.
leering,
Yes.
lingering as well. Tracking,
Well, you're
tracing.
lingering.
I got to do move now. I take a mixed tile, not mixed. You sell these things, mixed tiles, like little Apple tiles. You know, if you lose your keys,
Mhm.
you can find them.
Yeah.
I just drop those in girls' backpacks,
Oh,
and then I don't have to follow them. I just wait till they go home, and I just show up.
that's great.
I go,
That's
hey, you live here? I'm the comedian.
right.
What are you doing?
I accidentally dropped my keys in your purse.
Yeah, I'm in an open relationship. See
Yeah.
what happens.
That's a real problem happening, actually.
What? With me?
There are
I'm not
women
really
being
doing that.
talked that way.
What?
There are
What?
women
What?
being
Really?
talked that way. Yes.
I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Ditch the cold. I call that the spider tracer. Are people really doing that? They're dropping the mixed towel spider tracers in women's.
Yeah,
Greg,
apparently
you-
there was an Instagram model who recently was almost attacked, and that's how they tried to find where she lived.
Listen, for those of you guys at home, sometimes we stumble onto a felony.
Oh no!
Greg Stone just stumbled onto a felony.
It was the
They also
first
do it
that's
to
fun
steal expensive cars.
to steal expensive cars. What they throw them in the car? They clear the car. Yeah, spider tracers, no good.
Do you have something on stealthing, Greg? That's where
What's
you take
that?
the condom off when the woman thinks it's on.
Yeah, what I do is I always put 2 condoms on.
Right.
So when I take it off and I go, look, you're gonna get pregnant now. I still have another one on.
And they think that you're stealthing, but you're really
I'm
not.
still being a good boy.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I call it being a good boy.
Being a good boy.
Yeah. I also like to know that I don't cheat on my wife just in case she listens to this podcast.
That's a long shot.
Oh, that's a point. People cheer for your points.
That is great. Yeah, I like that. I like having that. All right, let's move on. Last, what would Stallone do? Late sister texts back. Mike.
So a grieving woman was texting her passed away sister for the last 2 years, and the owners of the new number very rudely told her to stop texting the number. Apparently
That's
belongs
pretty great.
to a business. And they said, "You have the wrong number." The first time she responded, "I'm sorry, my sister passed away 2 years ago, and I still text her from time to time. I thought the number was out of service. I won't text anymore. This is a business. Please stop texting," was their response.
Mike, what company was it?
They haven't said in the article.
They owned a
Okay.
business?
Yeah, Greg's baby coffins and pizza.
Yeah.
It's a business I've been pushing.
The business was they're in the business of cock blocking people's communication with their dead relatives.
Mm.
It's pretty Actually, this article hits close to home,
The
Greg,
pizza's
because
so good that it makes buying the baby coffin just a little bit easier. That's the business plan. That's how good our pizza is.
Well, listen, Greg.
Yeah?
This hits close to home for me
Sure.
because my father passed away in 2015, and
Sorry.
oh no, that would have been solid. Do you want another shot at it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do it.
My father passed away in 2015, and
My soul kept me from being a good comedian in that
No.
moment. It did.
No.
I should have been ruthless.
And go with your instinct.
I know, but it wasn't right.
My father did die in 2015, and he died of a respiratory illness before.
Sorry, we're out of time. We're gonna have to check back with. Sounds interesting, Mike, but we are out of here. We'll see you next week. Ellen Cleghorn is here. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That's fantastic. I don't know how I'm going to top that now
Tim
with this story.
Meadows. Oh, tell me the story.
Okay, well, my father died in 2015,
Very
and
well.
he died of a respiratory illness, and I miss him. So I would text him periodically, and then I had somebody text me back, "Please stop. This is not your dad anymore."
Yeah.
And I go, "This is proof that you are my dad." Because this is exactly what my dad would text. "Please stop. I'm not your dad." And we'll be right back with more What Would Stallone Do?
And your host, Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows, one of the most underrated SNL cast members of all
Unbelievable.
time.
So great.
So
Such a
good.
great, like, straight,
So funny.
so
Yeah.
straight face. He's great.
Anyway.
All right. What do you think Stallone would do if he was texting a dead relative and they told him to stop?
He would then make that person dead. And
Yes,
now you
he
know how
would.
it goes.
Yes, he would.
You know how
How
it
many
is.
people do you think Stallone has killed in his movies? It's got to be a lot.
Yeah.
I
I've
mean,
never-
I don't know if we have a count on that.
6.
No, it's
18. 100.
1,600.
Bam, 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 bam.
And that's What Would Stallone Do? Right now, we have to go to the saint of the day, guys.
Oh,
We're about
fun.
51 minutes in. And this is a saint because I tried to align, Greg, what I was trying to do with the segment, align a saint with each day. Like, what day is it and what saint aligns with this day? But that was not going nowhere because we are getting a lot of lesser known, less desirable,
Mhm.
not insta-famous saints.
Right.
There are certain saints that are really famous
Yeah.
within our culture, and these saints weren't doing it for us. But we got a good saint today.
Yeah. Who?
Dare I say?
Yeah.
It's a personal favorite of mine. It's who
Uh-huh.
I was named after. Michael the Archangel.
Oh.
And Michael, could you read a little bit of Michael the Archangel? Because I see Greg is like rolling his eyes. He wanted the Pope Gregory or something named after him. And I think he's a little jealous
Whoa.
that this saint is my saint.
The Gregorian calendar.
Yeah, the Gregorian.
It only has one day a week. Fuck night. We'll be right back
Okay.
with Total West Brocket. You got to say it after that.
With To the West Sprocket is maybe the best. It's the best
That's
one.
the shirt's got to say, "We'll be right back with Total West Brocket."
That's
That's
such
the Macaroni
We
Rascals
were
shirt.
back with.
Or we put it on the back. You put those on
Yeah.
the back.
We'll be right back.
Macaroni Rascals. On the back it says, "We'll be right back with Toad the Red Sprocket."
It's got to all make sense in one thing.
Ah, on the back and the
Can't do it
front.
at the back. No one's going to look at the front and then look at
Hey,
the
look
back.
at the front,
Yeah.
and then you don't know. You never get the back is added an added
You're
treat.
not reading it in that
Whoa.
order, Greg. Yeah. Are you doing this? Are you cutting my
No.
mic off?
No, that's a stolen microphone.
No, you were having a conversation with Mike
I-
before I got here.
Mhm.
I feel set up.
I said, cut his mic if he starts talking about my T-shirt buffoonery.
Yeah. We're having some problems here at the podcast. I'm
go.
sorry you guys had to witness this. What were we even talking about?
Black Lives
Saint
Matter.
Michael the Archangel.
Saint
Right.
Michael the Archangel and Michael. Let's read it.
That's my problem. Real quick. So, 1 sec, Mike.
Yeah.
What is always on the tip of my tongue is the word Black Lives Matter, and it's a problem because
Yeah.
it's a joke that's always going to get me in trouble. But it's always the one. Every time I do an interview, the first thing in my mouth is, "Hey, let me ask you something. Do Black Lives Matter?" And I go, and everyone goes, "Stop asking me that. What is this joke?" I go, "I don't know," but those words are always there.
The reason it's bad for you because you're a member of the Proud Boys. Okay.
Hey, proud of being gay.
Okay. There ain't no shame. All right. Let's go to the Archangel Michael.
Yeah, what did he do? Oh, Michael. Sorry,
Michael.
So he is the archangel. It means he's above all the other angels in rank. He has 4 main responsibilities, which
Oh,
are.
can I stop you there? In your face, Greg.
What?
He's above all the other angels in rank. In
Yeah,
your
in whose
face.
eyes? So you're telling me
In
God?
your face. In God's eyes.
God is going. I like you more than you.
Yes. In rank. You don't think the angels are ranked? They're ranked, dude.
Uh,
And he's the highest. He's an arch. That means he's arch. He's an
Right,
archangel.
but every arc goes down eventually.
Right.
So he's on his way down. You know what I am?
What?
I'm the arrow up angel, always rising, like Dogecoin.
Okay. All right.
I'm not
Michael, keep reading. What you're
Yeah.
reading is music to my ears.
So he has 4 main responsibilities. The first is easy first to combat Satan. The second is to escort the faithful to heaven at their hour of death.
Right.
The third is to be a champion of all Christians and the church itself.
Right.
And the fourth is to call.
Sorry, the fourth.
And the fourth is to call men from life on earth to their heavenly judgment.
That's the same thing. He just did 2 of the same.
There's
Escorting them to
4
heaven
main
and
things.
calling them is the same.
You're just mad because he's a sexy escort.
Yeah. You can't be like, hey, my job is to pick up Taco Bell and also drive to Taco Bell.
You're just mad because you drive a Ford Escort.
I drive a Forester, unlike you, who's a Horister.
Okay.
Whatever. Sometimes you don't have anything.
I know. That was a good.
It's really the button pushing I enjoy.
No, it is the button pushing and the sound effect. And Michael the Archangel is a high ranking, and I want you to acknowledge it.
Right.
He's a high ranking, and you tried to knock his responsibilities.
He
fights Satan. And I think it's indicative. If you're watching this podcast, if you're fortunate enough to have a television or a computer to watch this podcast, Greg is wearing the red, indicating that he's Satan, and I'm wearing the blue, indicating the Archangel Michael, who is our saint of the week. We'll be right back with Geico.
The whole company's going to be here. I would say you're wearing blue to indicate the sea is like where your jokes belong, the bottom of the sea.
Your punchlines are small like plankton. Okay, let's move on.
Your head is small like plankton. Same joke. Same joke, new word.
Same joke, new word. Complaint of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, what's your complaint of the week? I mean, if you were, what happened this week where you would go, this ain't right.
That ain't right.
This ain't right. This got to get fixed.
Got to send my people. Got to talk to somebody.
Yeah, you got to talk to somebody.
Yep.
Yep. What is it, Greg?
Well, I said a New England clam chowder yesterday, and there was no clam in there.
Ah.
Yeah, it was all cream.
Heavy on the chowder.
All chowder.
Right.
No cream.
Right. No clam.
No clam.
Heavy cream, no clam.
Yeah, they clammed up on the clam given.
But do you think it's because there's a fishing crisis or something? Supply chain?
Supply chain.
It's a supply chain problem?
We should get gold chains to support the supply chains. And we give everybody in the supply chain a gold chain to say thank you.
Gold chain supply chain?
Yeah, gold chains for the supply chain.
Yes.
The nurses.
As a thank you?
As a thank you.
Who should we bang the pots and pans at 7 p.m.?
Yeah. Well,
or something a little more gold chain orientated?
I would say we bang them at 6 p.m. because that's right after dinner. And that's how you get the sauce off the plate.
I heard that's what you do. You bang them after 6 p.m.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
That's the saint of the day. Complaint. My complaint is I'm still dealing with this hacker issue, which you made light of earlier,
right?
Which you made a joke
How's
of, Greg.
Going? Yeah,
it's very painful and tumultuous, which is a big word for you.
Yeah,
it's very tumultuous, indicative. It's intuitive.
Intuitive.
Yeah. So it's a very tough process to go through because no one will pay attention to you at Instagram unless you're an influencer or you say something off color, then they cancel you. But if you need help from them, they're not really big on getting you help. So I'm not really happy with the customer service over there.
They don't have a number. Well, none of these websites
No, there's
have
no
a
number. Oh, access to us online. How do I know you're not going to hack me?
How'd you get hacked?
I freaking put in the thing because they said that my account was going to be canceled, and I fell for it because I know that's the next question. Did you fall for it? Yeah, I fell for it, Greg.
My first question.
And for those of you judging me at home, eat your pasta.
You sure it wasn't a dirty girl saying, "Send me your password and I'll show you my boobs"? And
the only dirty girl I deal with is Katie Hannigan.
I like it. You're not a cheater.
Like I'm not.
I don't cheat.
You just said that you were going to create a whole state with prostitution.
Right. But I didn't yet. So currently I still don't cheat.
Currently.
This is a joke. Can I run a joke by you?
Sure.
I never could figure it out how to get it to work.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic coming. I'm going to set you up.
Sure. It's going to be sloppy.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic coming to the stage plays clubs and colleges all over the East Coast. Put your hands together for Mr. Gregory F. Stone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I've been cheating a lot lately.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say my wife just divorces me pre-set up. And I go, it's a bit. It's a bit. But this is sex with other people. This is a thing. It's not like a joke. I just can't figure it out.
No, it's all right.
We'll do
You want to do it as a panel?
Yeah, let me just keep talking and then
Yeah.
you do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Cheating is like, well, so you're having sex with other, like, it's hard to have sex with only one person and be happy. Then people go, well, I'm having sex with a lot of people. That's why I'm happy. And I go, you're cheating. Like, you're cheating at love, right?
Right.
Why is it called cheating? Like, what are they cheating at? You know what I mean? It's called cheating on your wife.
Right.
And I think the cheating is to happiness. You're cheating to being happy because you're fucking a lot of people.
Right.
That's the idea. I can't really, like, why is it called cheating?
Well, I know that if you cheat on somebody who's lactose intolerant, they call it cheesing.
That didn't help.
Okay.
I can't add that into the bit.
Right.
Now it's a whole cheese joke.
Right.
So, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is it cheating? It should be called lying,
Right.
scoundreling.
Right. Scoundrels is good.
Yeah, being a dirty dog.
Yeah.
But what are you when you cheat at something?
We said everything but rascal.
It's to win by using your
Addition by subtraction.
But it's addition by addition. You're adding a woman.
You're adding a woman.
Yeah, you're adding a woman or a man or a beast, depending on who you are.
Right.
And what time of the year it is.
What your proclivities are, which is a word that we'll use now on this podcast.
Proclivities.
Proclivities.
Anyway, so you don't see what I'm saying on that joke?
Yeah, it's like it's not cheating. It's you're saying cheating is happiness. Someone who's pursuing happiness.
They're pursuing happiness and by having more women in their life.
Well, but that's the whole thing. I was like, can she then pursue happiness?
Yeah.
I think the whole thing is you're pursuing happiness, which is fine, but then she is wanting to pursue happiness, but is in this bond, in this agreement with you.
Mm-hmm.
One person has an agreement and the other person is violating that agreement. But if you're both in an open relationship, then it's both of you having fun.
My rules for sex are these. You want to eat before dinner?
Right.
You better have an appetite when you get home. That's all I care about.
Right.
You want to go out? You want to sook a lot of Duke?
Yeah.
Fine. But when you come home, you better still be hungry.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But if you're not going to be hungry, don't cheat for your dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't cheat on dinner. Also, who cares? Nobody wants to have sex with either of us. So we're doing great.
Either of us.
Well, we're also not out there in the mix, you know?
Me and you?
No, me and my wife. I could never. If I kiss somebody else, I go, what the hell is this? It's weird to me.
Yeah.
The idea of cheating is fun, but the act of it is weird.
Right.
You know, you kiss someone, you go, what is that? This feels weird.
Yeah. Well, I think the important thing when you cheat is to limit the kissing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? 8th grade?
Because when I
go.
When I go over family and then I kiss my family, I go, this feels weird. So I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to kiss a person who's not Tita. You know, probably feels like that.
Well, it's probably weird to kiss somebody who doesn't have COVID.
My wife does have COVID.
Okay.
You know that.
Well, that's why I made light of it. We need to move to the next segment, Greg. And we've had some problems with this next segment, This Day in Italian History. It's been a problematic segment because I'm having trouble finding relevant things that happened in Italian history.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do a pivot, which is what people do on successful podcasts.
And basketball courts.
And
pivot foot.
And I was going to say also on successful podcasts, they do reacting to stuff.
Ooh.
So we could do that.
We'll react.
Okay. But this day in Italian history has been coming up short for us on a lot of days.
Mm-hmm.
So this day in Pizza Hut, I just switched Italian history to Pizza Hut.
That's fair.
And Greg, how about reading this? This is pretty impressive, this one. What happened at Pizza Hut on this day?
You mean Mike? Because you said Greg.
Mike.
Well, a Pizza Hut employee stabbed a father of 3 9 times outside a restaurant after he complained that they got his order wrong.
Yes.
The family complained, and then he said, not only is the pizza bad, but I'm going to stab you 9 times.
Yeah.
All
9
3
times.
people in the family, or each person got 9 stabs, or 1 stab for 3 people? That's 3 each.
That's
the
a lot of
father got stabbed
breadsticks.
3 times.
The father complained and got stabbed 3 times?
No, he got stabbed 9 times. Sorry. The math got me confused.
Okay,
But
so the
father
father
did
complains
not
to the
press
Pizza Hut.
charges.
Okay, so the father complains that they got the order wrong. The Pizza Hut employee stabs him 9 times.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mess around with Pizza Hut. It's not a Subway.
Yeah. Murder on the side.
Yeah.
I think you put me over, but I appreciate
But
it.
do you think the cops showed up and they were like, is this blood or sauce?
The cop showed up 30 minutes or it was free.
It's pretty
That's
great.
where Domino's. Man.
And after he was read his rights, do you think he said, "No one out pizzas the hut"?
I don't know if he was read his rights or he was bred his rights.
Oh my God. So that's what's going on at the on this day in Italy / Pizza Hut. Greg, oh my God, an hour and 4
We're
in.
done. Yeah, we got to close.
We're
it out.
done. The final benediction. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
We also have the chooch of the week.
Everybody. The chooch of the week.
Let's
Before we
that
do
for
final
Patreon, maybe.
benediction.
Oh,
Huh?
we do chooch of the week?
Yeah.
All right. We don't. Okay, we'll do chooch of the week. Who's your chooch of the week?
My chooch of the week is, well, depending on how you look at it, either Britney Spears or Britney Spears' family. You know what? No, there's nobody on that one because it's a mental health case. Jared Fogel.
Oh, right.
I'd say Jared is the chooch of the week. You don't write letters from prison after you did what you did, Jared.
Right.
You know?
Get a face change. And you
Just be quiet and take your foot long. Okay.
Yeah, I would argue that's a good number one chooch of the week. Number two would be the guy who stabbed someone at Pizza Hut.
Yes.
That's a chooch.
But I do kind of like the Pizza Hut mantra of either you eat your pizza and don't complain or we stab you 9 times. I kind of do like the policy, Greg. I'm not going to lie to you as a guy who loves rules.
Final benediction.
Final benediction, and we're going to cut to it, Greg.
Rom 15.5. You wrote words I don't understand. What's Rom?
It's Rome, the Romans.
Oh.
Have you ever the Bible at all?
I don't read.
Romans.
Rome 15.5. Is this a
New
score?
Testament, everybody, for those of you listening who can't understand Greg's sentence fragments.
Well, it was like a who won. It was 15-6. The devil 5, the angel 6. May the God of endurance and encouragement grant you to live in such harmony with one another, in accord with Christ Jesus, that together you may with one voice glorify the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. I don't even understand what this means. May God of endurance and encouragement grant you to live in such harmony with one another. Oh, may God make you happy with each other. Or just be nice. Just do it yourself.
Okay, I'd like to add to the prayer.
Okay.
And also, God, for this podcast, please make us successful. And please bless Michael. And please give Greg the gift of literacy for the new year. And please give us all Patreon subscribers and bless all of the Patreon subscribers that we have for Macaroni Rascals and all of the subscribers to the YouTube channel. But God, dear Lord, please bless the $10 a month subscribers a little bit more than the $5 a month subscribers. But I still want you to bless the $5 subscribers and everybody listening for free after the episodes come out. We're all one, and we appreciate the wealth and the abundance that they are showing us and the support for the Macaroni Rascals. And may all their macaronis be al dente.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty great.
Why do all of your notes say MikeVecchione.com at the bottom?
Okay, because it's an email.
It's an email?
It's an email, and it's branding, Greg. Everything is branding, and it's subconsciously seeped into your head, and you will plug me when you get on another podcast.
I'm never going to plug you. Go to MikeVecchione.com for dates, tours, and merch. A shirt that says, I'm gay. Oh, I had nothing. This is what happens when you don't sleep. You just say, I'm gay. Great. That's the kind of jokes I write now. Oh,
that was almost the sign. That was almost the sign of the cross, Greg.
The name of the chooch, the macaroni, the authentic. Great. You have any spots tonight?
No, I go home. I'm gonna go to dinner here in Queens. You're welcome.
What one Dalmatian say to the other?
What
Dalmatian comedian? Do you have any spots tonight?
With that, that's a great episode. In person, live, tracksuits on of the Macaroni Rascals. For Michael V. Suarez, for Greg F. Stone, I'm Mike Vecchione. We'll see you next time, guys.